So you've decided you need a clone, or at least you've accepted that you need a clone. This usually happens when your to-do list becomes hopelessly impossible, where what's on it for the next week couldn't possibly be done in the next week by any human being, and yet you have committed yourself to making sure it's possible and that it does actually happen. At this point you have a choice. You can either decide to contain your business at a slightly lower level that you can manage, or you decide to grow your business. Let's say you've decided to grow your business. You're going to remove yourself as a bottleneck, you're going to get out of your own way, and you're going to clear a path for you to move forward. And while it might be fantasy to have a clone of yourself, that's not actually possible. You do have 3 core options that you can use to create the clone effect. And those are, number 1, you can cut back on the number of activities that your business is doing. The second thing you can do is you can cut back on the number of customers or clients or visitors that your business is servicing. And the third thing you can do is expand your team so that you have more help within the business for yourself. Now, some or all of these may seem ridiculous to you when I say them, but in actual fact, none of them are ridiculous. They are all viable options, and they all fundamentally relate to the Pareto Principle, or the so-called 80-20 rule. Now, if you haven't heard of that, at its most basic, it says that 80% of your activities yield only 20% of your results. And this has kind of come to be recognized as a universal principle in life. So using the 80-20 rule as kind of a yardstick for what you should do in each of the 3 options, let's have a look at them one by one. So as far as activity goes, if you're wise, you'll focus yourself on the 20% of activities that yield the greatest results for your business, and you'll cut yourself away from the rest of them. When it comes to customers and clients and visitors, most businesses find that 80% of their revenue comes from just 20% of their clients. It would be wise, therefore, to focus your efforts on becoming excellent at servicing that 20% high value segment. And then when it comes to team and questions about team, while you start to direct yourself and focus on only those high value activities and high value customers, you're certainly going to need team who are able to take on the other essential tasks that you are no longer available to do. I said you have 3 options, but there is one other important area that you can look at to help you get that clone effect. Your business can only grow if you grow. So invest in yourself in order to build your personal effectiveness and your leadership skills. There's a lot more information on each of those 3 options you have and on addressing growing your own personal capacity in the blog post. If you are looking for ways to get the clone effect in your business or to build your own personal effectiveness, please do send me a direct message to schedule a free half-hour conversation on this topic. I can help you get clear on what actions you need to take in order to gain more freedom and more profit in your business.